Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome. Today we want to welcome you to Mukuru Slums, a place where survival means enduring the biting cold with the fragile shelters offering little refuge. The air hangs heavy with the sickening stench of the dumpsite, a reminder that even in these dire conditions, some chose to exploit rather than uplift. Raw sewage overflows at will here in Mukuru, highlighting a society's failure to provide even the most basic of human needs. The Nairobi River, once a lifeline, now serves as a chilling mirror to the society that turned a blind eye, its waters tainted with the consequences of greed. Congested houses stand as a mute witnesses to years of neglect, their dilapidated state a reflection of a system that failed its most vulnerable. The quest for water becomes a daily odyssey here in Mukuru, where survival is a taste of endurance and desperation. Amidst the squalor, young girls navigate tricky spots, vulnerable to the exploitation and deprivation. Yet, in the midst of this darkness, a defiant spirit emerges as a community united by adversity refuses to surrender. Amidst the ruins, seeds of hope are sown, spark of resilience that refuse to be extinguished. Rising from the ashes, they rebuild not only their homes but their dignity, demonstrating that solidarity can overcome the most daunting challenges. Education becomes a beacon, guiding a new generation towards a brighter future, breaking the chains of the past. Join us as the sun sets on the Mukuru slums, hope rises in the hearts of the people. The road to change is steep, but it's a journey they are willing to undertake. Join us as we uncover the unbreakable spirit that rises from the ashes.
Hello family, welcome back our fantastic viewers. Today BND is here at Mukuru Kwanjega, ready to do a proper coverage and just tell you what goes and happens in this place. Ndio mkuje kujionea so that you come to understand how is life on this other side, how are people coping and what can be done in the near future for the improvement. So let's take a walk. Welcome, take a seat, ensure you subscribe, ensure you like and ensure you share. So we are walking through Mukuru Kwanjega. You can see how it looks like. The conditions are not so good, but we know that in the near future, the government will do something. Today is being a Sunday. It's a busy setup. These are different churches. You can see it's a Sunday and it's a buzz of activity. So the louder your sound, the better for you. Unachagua tu church tunaenda. Kuna moja iko pale, kuna moja iko hapo. Kisonga songa pia huko mbele kuna ingine. There are several, the other side kuna ingine. So venye unataka. Huko tuko na the Church of Lord Jesus Christ Ministry. On the other side tuko na Hosanna Prophetic. So chaguo ni lako. It's a bit unfortunate that things are this much. It's a bit unfortunate that it's happening in this manner. But we pray that one day this condition will change. That one day things will be better. So with us today is a gentleman who's been a resident of this place for the last 20 years. He's going to be taking us through the setup itself. He's going to be telling us more, and we're also going to be doing a feature of some of the initiatives that they're doing here. So maybe by introduction, you can tell us what's your name, how long have you stayed in this area, give us a little bit of the history of this place, and tell us what are some of the historical things that have happened in the recent past. Karibu sana.
Sant.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm Boniface Sudera. I'm a resident of Mukuru Slums. Since my childhood,
Okay.
I grew up in Mukuru.
So you grew up in this setup?
I grew up in this setup. Mukuru is a large slum with a population of 120,000 people.
So this place contains 120,000 people?
120,000.
Wow. All residing within here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is according to the last census.
That was according to the last census that was done recently?
Recent.
So,
like, this place was full of iron sheet structure.
Where people used to reside?
Before it was demolished 2 years ago. So people are coming back to rebuild, and you can see some are still having temporary structures.
So maybe if I can interject a little bit.
Yeah.
Why was it demolished?
Yeah, there was that introduced. There were some cartels that were trying to grab this land from the owners.
The cartel was trying to grab the land and displace 120,000 people who reside here.
Yeah, exactly.
So they came and demolished these structures that are now not existing here.
Yeah, they demolished, so people were stranded. They had nowhere to dwell. So the Red Cross came in, the government came in. So the issue was taken to the court, and people were instructed by the government to rebuild their structures.
So maybe if I can ask just a little bit, has the government helped them to rebuild the structures, or since the demolition, after the government giving them the go ahead, what have they done, the government itself?
The government only gave them the authority to continue. So
but there was no support or
there
something?
was no support. So it's upon the structure owners to look how they can restructure their structures. Yeah.
And since this cartel demolished this place, has there been any wind of them coming back, or what have they done after the demolition?
They disappeared after the government intervention. And as we speak, the matter was taken to the court.
So now it's now a court case?
It's a court case.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe if we can delve a little bit. You said there are a population of 120,000 people here. What is the composition of this population? Is it which tribes are included, or which people live here? Is it the Somalis? Can you just give us a little bit of exposition on that?
Yeah, we have almost all the tribes in Mukuru Kwanjenga, with the leading being the people from the eastern side, and the Somalis are leading.
So the Somalis are leading population here?
No, the Kambas, the Kisi, and the Somali.
All right.
Those three tribes are leading, followed by other tribes. Yeah.
Does that in any way affect the way things are done in terms of, let's say, political decisions and choices, or maybe resource allocation?
Yeah, in terms of politics, it affects, since you see the Kenyan political system, people vote according to
their tribes.
So it affects. But when it comes to resources, I've not seen any challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, things are okay.
All right. So we've already had a brief introduction of the population of Mukuru Kwanjenga, its population composition, as some of the historical recent things that have happened, like the demolition that happened, which was very unfortunate. And it is important to note that irrespective of the cartels doing the demolitions, still there was not any other support that was given to people to try and rebuild themselves. So I want to delve deep and understand the dynamics of this setup, how people manage the challenges every day, and is there hope for them? What will be done for them? Or what initiative has been taken around? Are there NGOs that have come up just to maybe try and help? So please ensure you subscribe, ensure you like, and ensure you share. Well, sometimes life can be very unfair. You can complain of the bedsitter you are living in, but take a look down here. Will you imagine the previous rainy periods that you've had, that is someone's shelter. So we want to understand, how do these people cope? What gives them hope? And what is being done? So we are going to be now taking a deeper discussion just to give us more intrigues and just to ensure that we get to know more about Mukuru. So maybe we need to understand, if you can maybe tell us more, what are some of the main activities that these people do around this place, or manage the daily requirements of life?
Okay. Residents of Mukuru mostly depend on manual jobs.
They mostly depend on manual jobs.
The women, they go to the estates, they do the washing of the laundry, then they are paid some petty cash. And men mostly go to we are surrounded by the industry. So they go to the industry, they do the casual laboring. That's how most people source their income.
So you are saying that although they reside here, they have to go outside.
Yeah.
So that they can earn a coin.
They can earn from there.
Okay.
Then there is also a huge number of youths who are unemployed.
So the rate of unemployment of youths around here is very high.
Is very high. So the issue of unemployment is an existing issue that since I started of this slum, it is an existing issue. Yeah.
So maybe what are some of the industries that surround Mukuru Kwanjenga? Maybe if you can just mention a few. And what is the danger, apart from maybe the industries offering employment, what are the dangers of having those industries around?
Yeah, there are few industries like we have the GM, General Motors is here. We have the Kenya Builders. We have the Kifaru. So there are numerous companies around here.
Okay.
And the dangers is that most of the industry, they don't manage waste in a proper manner. So most of the waste are directed into the slums.
So most of the waste that come from those industries finally come down here.
Down here. So it is creating pollution of the environment and making the area not fit.
What area is majorly affected by those waste that the companies generate?
Yeah, there is a small river around here. That's where they mostly pour the chemicals. So they flow through the slums, towards the main river.
Is the river being used by the residents of the slums?
Yeah, they use it. Yeah, the children play around the water. So even if they don't use the water, the children have access to that dangerous
polluted water.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so maybe if you again just expand a little bit, apart from the residents going out, like you've mentioned, the women take part in washing activities, men go to the industries for the men and job, as you put it. Within the setup itself, are there economic activities that happen that maybe can improve lives?
Within the
slum itself,
maybe few constructions that are coming up. So they go to the construction sites. They can do those ones.
Or within the slum.
Yeah. Youth also do the garbage collections. So they collect waste every weekend. So from those waste collections, they earn some cash. Yeah.
So they collect waste that is generated in the slum itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's now taken to the dumping sites.
To the dumping
We pray that we'll take a visit to the dumping site if time allows. Okay. So maybe what are some of the challenges that inhabitants of this place go through? If you really give us that in details, because I think that's where we can really get to understand the life and perhaps even make suggestions of what can be done. So what are challenges that maybe those who work go through, those who wake up daily, like you said, they get to industries, they go to homes. What are challenges that school children also go through, and maybe the youths also at large?
Main challenges, number one challenge is unemployment, because that's poverty, and then due to unemployment, that's why you see the majority are here.
Oh, okay.
Another challenge is environmental pollution. Another challenge is insecurity and fear of being staying within, because the residents are not sure whether it will be demolished another time. So even before it was demolished, people were just living peacefully. They did not know.
So as we speak right now, they are all uncertain of the future.
Yeah, they are uncertain.
They are all unaware of whether tomorrow they will build again and it will be demolished.
Yeah, there is that uncertainty.
Okay. Yeah. And maybe like you are suggesting that the poverty index is high up here. Maybe according to you, from experience as a resident of this place, what is the average amount that someone living around here will spend in a day? Or rather, again, what is the amount? I'm not sure. Maybe you'll tell us whether these houses we see around here, whether they're residential or not, and what is maybe the amount that someone needs to pay for rent in a day. So how much does someone need to have so that within the slum they're not classified to be poor?
Maybe if it go to an extent where they can earn at least 1,000 per day, because majority live below
Poverty line.
Below the poverty line. They earn 200, 300 per day, which is enough. Because even if they are to buy a meal in a day, the packet of unga goes for 200 and above. So if someone is being paid 200 or 300, it is not enough even for the food. So that means even to pay for the rent, they have to strain.
So they pay rent around this place?
Yeah, those structures they are paying, but not that much. 2,000 per month.
So they pay an average of 2,000 per month?
Yeah.
And is there power in those houses?
There is no power.
So
that is another challenge.
How do they survive?
They use candles, they use tin lamps and recharged lights. There are those lights that they can recharge. They go and recharge in a nearby shop where there is source of power. Then they use the light later at night.
So here in the city, they still use the recharge lights. There is no electricity.
There is no electricity.
Oh, that is very interesting. And has there been any initiative to help avert this situation?
There isn't.
There isn't at all.
There isn't. There was a time that they were trying to come up with the cheap source of electricity, but it happened. Exactly? Through Kenya Power. I think it was supported by the World Bank to make sure that all the slums there can have access to electricity.
Yes.
So they made it. Then immediately the cartels came up and interrupted with the electricity. Then later on, Kenya Power came and they withdrew. They took all the transformers and disconnected all the sources of electricity.
Around
so yeah, so it is almost over 2 years
when people staying in the dark.
In the darkness, there is no electricity in Mukuru. Yes.
So then how do even shops run that maybe butcheries that perhaps need refrigeration and all that? How are these people managing that? You told us maybe for lighting, they have to recharge their lights at the nearby shop as well. But then now these are the things that require power, like schools, this and that. How do they manage?
For small business, they use alternatives. If it is a butchery, they don't need to stock too much meat that they will require refrigeration. They buy what they can sell in a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in this setup, maybe you can tell us, is there issues to do with insecurity?
Not much, but there is.
There is?
Yeah, there is.
And how are you guys managing it?
Most insecurity is caused by maybe people are with the dwellers of Mukuru Slums.
So the people within themselves are the ones who cause insecurity?
Due to unemployment, maybe you find some youth are engaging into robbery or with violence, but it is not that much.
Of late is controlled.
Yeah,
that is really positive news to mention. You are saying that another challenge that happens here is environmental pollution. So, like you mentioned, that these industries directly discard their waste into the rivers like this one you're seeing?
Yeah.
So what has been done, or how are you people managing it?
What we can do as the dwellers of Mukuru is just to make the water clear. We remove the waste from it.
So normally you try to
Yeah,
remove,
we just try to remove the waste, but we cannot stop the companies from pouring the chemicals into the river because the body that should govern that, NEMA, is not taking action.
and have you guys tried to raise awareness for them?
Yeah, if
Because
the
if maybe water that is flowing through people where people reside can look like this, and there are institutions that have been formulated with this objective, then it's quite unfortunate.
yeah, informations and reports have been made from people of Mukuru.
The residents of this place.
Not only Mukuru kwa Njenga, but even Mukuru kwa Ruben, because we are facing similar challenge.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
but there is little action. In fact, no action. When it
One of the biggest challenge down here is pollution. So maybe we need to understand, Florence,
Yes.
how have we gotten here? What caused all this?
Okay, I will say this is led to, okay, it's due to the congestion that we have in the slum.
Yes.
The population in a slum, it's high, it's big and high.
Yes.
We do not have places that we can dispose the garbages. So you find that most people that reside within this area, they just throw garbage.
So ideally, this is
carelessly.
waste generated from within.
Yeah, from within.
It has sewer also inside there.
Yeah, and I would feel also that there are some trucks that come from somewhere, maybe in these estates like Imara and the surrounding homes. So when they carry the garbages from those areas,
Yes.
they come and deposit it here. Now considering that it is a slum and this is a sewer line.
So they deposited on the river itself.
Yeah,
So that is what has caused all this.
yeah.
It's a menace, right?
It's a menace. And now it ends up here. The community now is dirty. We have children around.
I know. It's a total pollution.
Yeah.
So what is the essence of doing what you're doing right now?
Okay, what we do, since we're people that are working from this community, we have to be the ones to clear it now that the government is not doing anything on their part. Even from
Government has not
the
done anything at all.
nothing at all. Because if they wanted to help us, they would have created better places for us to dispose the waste. Yeah.
But now they come and dispose it here, and then nothing is done.
And now you see this place is blocked. The water cannot also move. It cannot flow smoothly. So we have to remove the garbage to allow also the water to stop deviating to these other places where people are residing.
So it means the residents themselves are now up to task.
Yeah, we have
take
to do it.
initiative to
Yeah.
remove it.
Yeah.
You see, we wonder that we have organizations that are established in this country to take care and ensure policies that are geared towards policies that are geared towards stabilizing environment. But then nothing is being done. You can see where people live, they've gotten themselves here. So has there been scenarios where the government has come here to do anything towards this problem?
No, we've not seen so far. And we will call on them to do something. And if it's too much, maybe they can think of establishing a space or a company for recycling waste, because I can see most of these are papers. Papers had been burnt, but you see we still have things like milk that are still packaged on this polythene papers.
Be prohibited.
Yeah, you cannot package them on other bags other than plastics. So maybe if we can have a recycling company around Mukuru, because
So
now
ideally
waste is something we
there's no
can't,
recycling company here.
we don't have any.
That's why this waste normally ends here.
Yeah, and since now we cannot do away with the waste because the population is also here, people are using them,
Yes.
and they do not have places to dispose the waste. I think the best thing will be either they establish a company that could recycle,
Yes.
or they make us better places where we can dispose
So
the
ideally
waste.
this was a river,
Yeah, this is a river.
but now it's black.
Yeah.
Wow. We really pray that sooner or later this will reach the government so that it can come to their attention ili place tengenezwe, because this is totally unconducive for human existence.
Yeah.
It's totally not good at all.
It's not healthy.
If they don't do what we are doing now, then likely it will overflow to the residential areas around this place. It's not healthy at all. Ama Florence, ungependa kuambia serikali?
Okay, this is a breeding site for mosquitoes, and considering the surveys that have been conducted with the health department,
Yes.
we learned that malaria kills the majority of people in a year.
Yes.
I'm not sure of the statistics, but I know it's a high number. So this is one of the areas where mosquitoes breed.
Exactly.
So I would plead with the government to do something, because we also have children around here.
True.
When they play, maybe someone's ball has been dumped here. They can't leave it. They'll have to struggle to come and get the ball out of the garbage.
Yeah, because kids don't care. They will
Yeah,
just
they
come.
won't. And then maybe the hands will end up in their mouths.
Yeah, to eventually.
Yeah, so those infections are things that we can prevent.
They will.
As soon as they get to see this, they should just plan to do something, to work on it as soon as possible.
And before they get to do that, what would you like to tell the residents of this place to help
Okay,
control this?
I will tell them.
Yes.
Okay, the consequence that we have from here affects the resident of this place.
True.
It won't get to the president or maybe the governor. So we as the community should just embrace tidying the whole place up,
Yes.
and also avoid throwing garbage on the river.
Yes.
Because now we wouldn't have been here doing what we are doing now.
Yeah, to ensure to open it up so that it flows like spring rain.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. It's quite unfortunate that we've gotten ourselves here. But together, if we come, we can stop this. One, because we're already here, like Florence has mentioned, by cleaning it up. And then number two, exercise a bit of control. I mean, like she suggested, we should have recycling plants around this place to control this menace, because the replica effect of this is massive. He said very well, communicable diseases will easily spread. These are breeding sites for mosquitoes that spread malaria. So if this is controlled, then you see a lot of problems to be solved.
True.
That's why enough flows, isn't it?
Yeah. But now you see, we don't have a place to take this.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, they might go back there,
Especially
and
when
then
it
tomorrow
rains
we'll come back here. Yeah. When you have heavy rains, they will end up being thrown back into the river. So it's just something to control, but it's not a solution. True.
Sawa. Hapa tu. One of the main challenges that is around the slum area normally is environmental pollution. So deep down there in your estates, you wonder where they normally take the garbage they collect from your setup. This is where it comes from. So next time when you are disposing garbage, please be aware. Nafikanga huko. So, well, it's not very conducive. How did we end up with this massive heap of waste around this place? And I mean, just tell us, how did we end up here?
Yeah, there is no dumping site or a site that has been set that is meant for the rubbish or the trash. So the youth, those who are doing garbage collection,
they just dump it here.
They just identified this point and started using it as a dumping site. So this is where you'll find every weekend, like today is a Sunday, they're doing the garbage collection and they're dumping here. These are freshly dumped garbage, yeah? And again, those who are doing the sorting of the garbage for selling, they sell the plastic waste, like those one in the heap of sacks you are seeing over there. These are already sorted for sales.
Enyewe hizi zinakaa waste kwenu, lakini kwa wase ini source of income. So maybe utueleze tu mjamaa. Niaje lakini.
Nzuri.
Umesema unaitwa nani?
Mimi naitwa Mtuma.
Sema kwa sauti kidogo. Pandisha sauti kidogo tu.
Mimi naitwa Mtuma.
Mtuma. Mtuma kutoka mtaa gani?
Mimi.
Yes sir.
Mimi ni wa mtaa.
Wewe ni wa mtaa? Ndio base kabisa, kuzaliwa ni huku, grow up ni huku. Umezaliwa wapi?
Mimi nimezaliwa Meru.
Umezaliwa Meru? Na ulifikaje hapa?
Mimi. Nimefika hapa tu nikuja huku Nairobi 2019.
2019? Alafu ukakwaje?
Nikaenda nikafanya KCP. Hii mwaka yenye imeisha nikafanya KCP.
Last year?
Sasa ndio mamangu akosaidia kunipeleka KCP. Nini?
Bado sauti kidogo tu, sauti.
Mamangu akosaidia kunipeleka form 1. Akaniambia atasaka doni ende form 1. Sasa mimi tu niko hapa tu saka.
So si atuko hapa kwa kupenda kwako. Ni school fees ilikosekana. So ukakosa kwenda shule ndio ukakuja hapa kutaka ya daily bread. Na ni manufaa gani activity hapa inaendeleanga aje? Ukikuja kila day ufanya nini ndio upate kitu?
Mimi tu ni kuchimba plastic.
Kuchimba plastic. Alafu kisha chimba plastic unafanyaje sasa?
Naenda kupima.
Naenda kupima. So kipimo unalipokaa ngapi hivi? Unalipa how much per kg? Unapima per kg?
Kg moja 25.
Kg moja 25. So in a day ukichimba vizuri unaweza toka na doka ngapi hivi?
Sasa kwa siku unaweza toka kaso 3 ama so 4.
Ukichimba vizuri?
Ama so 5.
Na ni mabrother zako ama ni marelatives wako?
Watu hadi mimi niliwakuta hapa.
Wewe ulipata tu hapa. So wewe ukapata opportunity ya maybe kwenda shule utaenda? Unaonaje? Ni kuongea tu. Ama ukapata kitu cha kupea ganja mzuri. Utachana hii. Wallahi. Hiyo ni kraa yake. Anasema akiweza kupata kitu tamlisha aka kitu kizuri. Mazee kuna venye ataacha hii job juu. Anatoka Meru, alifanya KCP last year. But school fees ilikosekana. That's why ako hii place. So wewe ukitupa waste your side, yeye anategemea waste akuja atoe, achukue plastics naende auze, ndio apate kitu ajikimu. So we pray and ask that a good well wish outside there atasikia plight pli yake na msort mazee. Sasa mza machonjo. Hapa tuko na best yetu hapa anaitwa Michael. Michael. Niaje lakini?
Safi.
Uko fiti?
Uko fiti.
Uko job? Uko wira mbaya?
Ile mbaya.
Hii kazi ulianza lini kusema hivi?
Kuna miaka 4 hivi.
Kuna miaka 4? So nyinyi ufanyaje, process yenyewe inaendanga aje?
Ni tunakota kwa manyumba tu. Kuleta mpira.
Mnakota kwa nyumba mnaleta hapa. Na mkileta hapa nini hapa na after hiyo?
Inabebwa na pelekwa D.
Napelekwa D. So zikitoka zinapaka Dandora. Na kuwekwa hapa mnachajiwa ama nyinyi mnaweka tu?
Si kuna wenye wamesimamia.
Wenye wamesimamia base? So mkishaweka nyinyi mnamalizia hapo? Na apart from nyinyi pia kuna pia na benefit kwa mtaa?
Iko.
Kiaje kivipi?
Na mtu anakuja hapo hivyo anakota kani chirambe. Si nini? Anaenda anauza, anapea maguruwe.
So maybe kwa maybe chuma hivi ama chupa hivi kunaenda aje? Zinauza how much?
Itegemea ni gani.
Sasa kama gani kama chupa ni how much
per kg?
Per kg
10 bob.
Plastic ni 10 bob per kg.
10.
Wallahi.
Ndio.
So lazima ili apate maybe do ya unga hivi so mbili. Lazima
tuwe 20 kg. Si ndio hiyo. Ani hadi kuipata ndio.
Ni hadi kuzipata.
Si ndio.
Jikia lazima uchimbe hizo vitu mpaka ndani. So sasa wewe ukapaweza pata job nyingine mazee utaenda teketeke kabisa.
Naweza make
Naweza make. Na ukibeba hizo waste tulete hapa pia unalipwa?
Sinapata kidogo pale.
Kama ngapi hivi? Kama sasa umekuja na hiyo batch yako. Ukileta hivi na hiyo kado ngapi hivi?
Unajua pale ile mtu anyua pale naongea naye, anipea kaa chwani, kitoa kwa mlango yake.
So kwa mlango ni chwani.
Hata mwingine hata 20.
So wote ni kama hii inaweza beba like kama waste ya manyumba kaa ngapi hivi?
Inategemea venye watu wamekula.
Na challenge gani uopitia?
Vitu mwa kuumia. Sasa unaweza umia kwa job
Ukimea unafanyaje sasa?
Sawa na bina tulia kwanza utafuta mwenzako akuokolee.
Hapa tu mkumia challenge gani tena kwanga?
Sasa kwa wengine.
Nio tu. Kama wana maisha ni nini?
Hawana issue na sisi.
Wazi mazee. Hiyo ni Michael amepresent play yake hapo hivyo amesema hata kama anachapa haso mazee sio rahisi. Sio akaweza pata wengine atashukuru tu sana. Otherwise for now ndio Kenya nafanya na itabidi tu tumemsupport ama ni aje?
Ndio hiyo.
Wazi. Bado umesema unaitwa nani?
Mimi naitwa Florence.
Naitwa Florence. Florence nani? Kambua. Kutoka wapi?
Mimi natoka Machakos.
Machakos ndio home. Lakini ndio mtaa.
Anaishi huko Mukuru kwa Jela.
Huko ndio base kabisa. Na ulifikaje huku, ulijipataje huku?
Mimi nilipata maisha yangu ikiwa ngumu sana, nikawa sina kazi, sina mzee na niko na watoto wako shule, sina school fees na kitu ya kuwapea. Nikaona beta nichukue ngunia, nitafutia watoto wakule na wasome.
So hii inakimu kila mahitaji yako ya nyumba?
Ni kila mahitaji iko hapa, lakini haitoshi, pesa ninapata hapa ni kidogo.
So hapa kunaendanga aje, unafanyanga aje ndio upate kitu?
Hapa nalokotanga makwinja, maplastic.
So kama hii kama hii ya plastic,
kama hii hii, kuna ile ya plastic na machakula ya nguruwe.
Wewe unachukua mpaka chakula ya nguruwe? So kuna nguruwe ama unapelekea wenye nguruwe?
Mimi sinanga nguruwe, napeangaza wenyewe, nilikuwa nazo tu lakini nikauza kwa sababu ya shida. Okay. Nafanyanga kuwauzia nipate pesa.
So ukipata hiyo chakula ya nguruwe ukiuza unapata kama how much hivi?
Kangunia kama moja tunauzanga na 70.
Na 70. Na inakuchukua muda upi kabla uraise kagunia kamoja?
Naweza saa zingine nachemba gunia 2 kwa siku. Saa zile kazi iko nachemba kama 5.
Na sasa na hiyo uchumi hiyo inatosha kweli?
Haitoshi, nimefinywa na maisha.
Nimefinywa na maisha sana. Na wewe wish yako ingekuwa nini? Ukaongea na gavo huko nje ama ukaongea na welisho siko niko nje, naweza waambia nini? Ukiangalia kamera waambie mimi matakwa yako ama kile unatamani sana. Umesema una mzee, kuna mahitaji, kuna watoto.
Mimi chenye naweza ongea saa hii kusema maisha kwangu ni ngumu sana.
Maisha ni ngumu.
Sababu sasa niko na wawili wako class 8, sijui kwenye nitawapeleka.
Wanaenda kufanya KCP.
Wanafanya KCP mwaka. Mimi pesa hata ya kuwapeleka shule sina. Na ningekuwa na kazi nyingine ningekuwa naweza fanya inaweza toka kipesa iko na maana, si ningeweza fanya.
So hata sasa hivi mtu akatokelezea kupe kazi, utashukuru tu sana.
Nitashukuru sana.
Watoto umesema ni wawili peke yake?
Niko na watoto wa 6.
Wa 6?
Kuna mwenye alikuwa enda university hajawahi enda. Niko na watoto wa 6.
Life can be very difficult and sometimes very sad. This is a source of livelihood for a family of 6 children. For them to eat and have food on the table, their mother has to come here daily. So we really pray that the government will create more chances so that people like her can have something. Na venye amesema kuna watoto wawili wanafanya KCP sahi na hajui atawapeleka wapi. And yet akitoa chakula nguruwe hapa hivi atalipwa 70 bob per gunia, which is very meager. Maunga pekee ni tuso, hata hizi tosha. So we pray that serikali ifanye kitu, na wale wenye roho nzuri mawelisha siko nje, tafadhali tukuja hapa tusaidie madam. This uncontrolled demolition sometimes affect us in many ways. Right here used to be a school by the name Mukuru Talent School, but because of uncontrolled demolitions and nothing is being done after that, we are now here. There were children that were learning here. Kulikuwa na masomo ilikuwa inaendelea place, but now nothing is happening. It was demolished, the structures are not there, and you wonder the displacement that has happened here, where have the children gone? It's really sad for sure. Sorry.
Organization.
So no external fund?
No external funds. So that's why we are doing it in bits. We can buy like the bricks, we buy 10 of them, we push. Yeah, we push. Slowly by slowly it will come to an end.
Haba na haba ujaza kibaba. So how does this give you joy? How does it give you the hope to come here every day? And since it was demolished, what else have you done? Is there any other initiative that is perhaps going on?
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
And what gives me joy is that when you change the life of a child,
yes,
even if they are not paying,
yes,
you feel like the future will not be the same like today.
True.
So that is what gives me joy.
Yes.
Again, we initiated another project that favors the girl child, because there is another issue of substance use in this community.
Drug addiction and abuse.
Yes, whereby you find the young girls engage in drug, they engage in unethical activities,
morality is an issue.
Early marriage, child sex work, and even some are being lured and trafficked to the Gulf region where they unknown destinations. So they end up
you said the girl child is more vulnerable here.
more vulnerable.
They engage in drug abuse, commercial sex work,
the child sex work,
and
child
sex work happens around here.
Yeah, happens
That is very unfortunate.
So we also have issues of unsafety sexual practices, whereby they end up getting STIs.
Okay,
and
transmitted infections.
And from slums, those who do the trafficking of girls.
Yes.
Grown-up girls.
Within here, there are those who traffic girls. The Gulf area.
The Gulf region.
This is like their target region.
Their target region. So they end up there in with unknown employers. They're being brutalized. Some even died there. So that's why we came up with that project.
Okay.
Where we train ladies on how to do unstitching balls. I think we led up there.
Yeah, we'll go
so
there.
that we'll show you what they're doing.
So since you began this initiative, has it reduced number one, the child trafficking, child sex, and has it caused more of a panic to those that take part in trafficking these girls to the Gulf for whatever reason?
Yeah, I believe that an initiative like that one,
Yes,
when there are many, a lot of girls will get job and some source of finance, so that they don't be desperate and start engaging themselves in such unethical activities.
He has mentioned that one of the challenges down here is that people live beyond or below the poverty line. He clearly stated that a house, for example, this one around here, someone will pay 2,000, but then you go work, amend your job, and 200 shillings, which is not even enough just to buy a kilo of sugar. So they have taken an initiative where they have come up with a project that can earn specifically the girl child income so that they don't end up being desperate for poverty. It is quite unfortunate that he mentions and he clearly explains that there are those who have taken advantage of the children of this race, of this area, and they are, misusing them. Some are even trafficking them to the Gulf area. This has become like the hub of girls and ladies. Thank you so much for having joined us for that episode. We've taken you around. You've seen what Mukuru entails, the life around this place, the economic activities we've discussed, the challenges that they encounter on a daily basis, na vile pia food ni affordable. Tumeenda hapo kwa hiyo hoteli, tumechafua hapo meza vibaya sana. So now maybe as we summarize, maybe you tell us, Bwana Boniface, what are some of your dreams as you stay in this place, maybe towards improving this place, and perhaps your ambition and your hope for the future?
My hope for the future is that with many people coming into Mukuru, we are expecting these groups, the self-help groups and the CBOs, to be supported so that they also support the community and improve the lives of the youth, mostly in Mukuru slums. Yes.
So with that, when we have influx of well-wishers coming in, then the standards will improve.
Yeah, I think if they approach the groups that are doing some economic activities,
income generating ones.
Income generating activities. It is at least giving keeping the youths busy, and they are earning from whatever they are doing.
Okay, good. And with that, you think or you believe that will help solve the issues to do with insecurity and what have you?
Yeah, it will reduce. It will reduce insecurity, and unemployment will also reduce.
Will also go down.
Yeah, because if the youth can get something they do at the self-employment, like they're doing the small-scale business, they are becoming innovative. They are creative, but they need that support. So if they are supported to do whatever they are doing in their groups, that will improve their lives and will make the community change. Yeah.
Maybe what is your hope? What is your hope for the future?
I'm hoping that someday Mukuru will be modernized. It will be upgraded and the lives of the people of Mukuru will change, and Mukuru will be a cleaner place.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my hope.
So Boniface believes that in the near future, we will not have such infrastructure. And for us to not have that, it takes effort of me and you and other well-wishers coming in to help, to solicit support, and grow up this place to make it a better place. So maybe in 1 or 2, 3 seconds, you can perhaps invite them to come and see your project down there, and so that they can also bring you more projects to help support the youth.
Okay. So I also welcome you, my viewers. At Mukuru, we are doing, as we mentioned earlier, the ball making.
Yes,
Our
yes.
ladies are doing the leather ball making. You can order your balls.
Yes.
You can get the balls even through online, through our social page.
Yes.
And you can contact us. You can get your fabric printed, be it for the chama, for a team, or the jerseys. We do the whole fabric printing.
Okay.
Be it you have an hospital, you want the beddings being printed, decorated, we do that. So you can contact us, we do the work for you.
Yes, so and maybe if you finish, what are the, in a very gentle manner, what are the contact details? So whoever is watching this, if our fantastic viewers watching this, can always reach you in case they have such projects.
Yeah, you can visit our Facebook, Mukuru Talent Nisisi chapter. You type Mukuru Talent Nisisi chapter, you will find our social page. Or you can reach us through WhatsApp, through 0772808755.
Rudia tena.
0772808755. You reach us through WhatsApp using that number, or you make a call, we'll get back to you.
Thank you so much for having joined us on this expository episode. We hope you've seen, and we would like to urge you that empathy and combined effort can cause a lot of change. So you outside there, please reach out to Mukuru Uncovered for talent, and the team will grow. Otherwise, keep it real, ensure you subscribe, ensure you share, ensure you like, so that you don't miss out on the next video. Thank you.